Friday, August 3rd. Today's the day my son comes home. I am stitching, or trying to stitch while I'm doing some laundry, and I discovered a mistake down here. This border is way too wide. I was trying to figure out why it was way too wide, because it was throwing off this down here where it's supposed to meet up. And it's because I didn't carry this down far enough. This is actually supposed to be down to here and then going this way, which would make these less wide. So I have to rip out all of those stitches. Good morning. It's Saturday, August 4th. My son made it home. His baggage did not. We actually ended up getting that delivered this morning, so now that has arrived as well. I'm up early. I have coffee. I just wanted to show you what I did yesterday. I picked out all of this offending black that was in here. There was one little piece of navy there, but I had to pick that out as well, so it's all been ripped out. I've started putting a few stitches back in. I really need to get a piece of tape and take the fuzzies off. And I also picked this out because I had stitched this in yesterday and then realized there was a counting error up here. I had missed an actual row. So this should have been out further than it was, meaning this little border here would have had less stitches in it. So I picked all that out. So yesterday was full of reverse stitching. Today's going to be hopefully full of forward stitching. Good morning. Today is Monday, August the 6th, maybe? It is beautiful and sunny out. It's going to be a gorgeous day. I didn't record it all yesterday, so I'm just going to turn around and show you what I've managed to stitch in the last 24 hours. Here we go. So as mentioned in my previous clip, I had removed all of the black. I've now restitched it all, and I've actually finished this side of that motif, and I've actually continued on because the flowers only went as far as here. I've actually continued and filled in this as well. I stitched that mostly yesterday while my mom came in and cooked turkey dinner, which was lovely. So she's gone home now. I have to work tonight, so I'm going to see if I can actually finish off this square here today before I have to go to work this evening. And then that'll be it. I'm going to put away this piece and get Jay's piece back out so I can try and get those couple of pages finished. Hi everyone. Today is Tuesday, August the 7th. And I'm awake from night shift. I'm not feeling the best. I'm actually a little nauseous, and I don't know if I picked up a bug or what, but I'm just going to take it easy for this afternoon. I'm going to do a little bit of stitching. I'll flip the camera around and show you what I've gotten done. I did not finish that block on Death by Cross Stitch yesterday. I ended up finishing up with my stitching so that I could record the crochet along video for the beginner's hat, and I did that and uploaded that to YouTube before I went to work yesterday. So I'm going to flip the camera around and just show you where I am with Death by Cross Stitch, and we'll see how much I can get done this afternoon. So this is where I left off. I had stitched all of this yesterday, and now I'm just going to finish this little bit in here, and then what I'll do is, if I have time, I will move down and start stitching this back in that I ripped out the other day. So yeah, that's where I am. I am enjoying this block. It's really pretty, actually. So we'll see how much I can get done. This is just gorgeous. What an evening out. I don't even know if you can see that because of the sun, but I have now walked about 5.5 kilometers on this trail, and my daughter's gonna come pick me up so I don't have to walk all the way back. Good morning. It is now the 9th of August, Thursday. I am working tonight, but I'm going to stitch a little bit this morning. I just wanted to show you that I had completed this block. I actually finished that the day before yesterday, but I forgot to film it. So got that block completed. I moved down here and I stitched in most of what was ripped out the last time. So yeah, it's coming along and it looks really good. I'm enjoying it. I have this on my lap stand, so I'm going to leave it on this stand. I'm just going to loosen the clamps a little bit so it's not so tight on the fabric. And yeah, I'll show you what else I've been up to. So last night I got out my crochet stuff. And this is actually a hat for my daughter. This is the hat I'm going to use for my crochet along tutorial for beginners on a hat made from single crochet with the ribbing. So it mocks a knit sort of look even though it's crochet. And I had this yarn which she absolutely loved, and her winter jacket has this royal blue color in it, so I thought this would look good with it. So I have this completely stitched. It's all done. I crocheted that yesterday evening. I started at dinner time and it was done before I went to bed last night. It just needs to be sewn up now and then gathered together for the top of the hat and a pom-pom put on. So I'm going to use that for my crochet along video, the finishing portion, so I can show everyone how to sew this together. And then I also did some stitching. I'm back to working on Jay's Folk Witch piece. I am filling in the confetti. It's slow going. Every time I look at this, I don't really see any progress, even though I know there's progress. But, you know, there's been a couple hundred stitches put in since yesterday, although I don't know where. I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's like a couple stitches here, and one there, and then one down here sort of thing. So, but it is filling in nicely. So I'm really looking forward to having these 2 pages finished now. So that's about it. I'm going to stitch for the rest of the morning, and not sure what I'm going to get up to this afternoon before I have to go to work tonight. Hey everyone! Today is Friday, August the 10th, and it is raining. I'm up from my night shift, and my lawn is getting some much needed water, although it also needs to be mowed. And I'm going to do a bit of stitching and have a bite to eat. So before I show you what I'm going to work on, I thought I would show you a little bit of haul. Or some stash that I bought, whatever you want to call it. I wanted these charts for a while, and I had a small gift certificate that someone had kindly sent to me, and I finally, these charts were finally back in stock at 123 Stitch. There were a couple of them that I could get, and then there was like, I think one of them was on back order all the time, or they didn't have it. Anyway, I lucked into it when I checked recently, and they had all 4 of them. So these are the Silver Creek Samplers Sing a Sampler series, and I have all 4 of them. So there we go. Sorry for the glare. I had to turn on my light because it's really dark here. It's raining outside. So these are gorgeous. I did open the package and had a look at the threads. Hang on, I'll just turn this around so you can just see this part. They call for Gentle Art and Weeks Dye Works, which I can't get here where I live. I could certainly order them, but I don't have any immediate plans to start these right away. So I think I'm going to kit these up when I go to the Arizona retreat. When I get to the LNS in Arizona, I'm going to pick out a nice piece of fabric, and then I'll decide if I want to do the threads that are called for, if I want to swap them out for the DMC. Because while I'm at the store, I can actually compare the called for colors to the DMC conversions and see how close they are, which I don't have an opportunity to do here, of course. I am going to stitch these all on one piece, and I'm going to give them to my daughter because she has a thing for The Sound of Music, and of course this is one of the songs in that movie. So yeah, pretty excited that I got those. So I'll move over here. Today is Friday, Off the Grid Friday. So I am going to work on my Death by Cross Stitch. I think I'm going to finish off this little piece of the motif here, and then I might move over here and start stitching in here. So we'll see how far I can get. Hey guys! So I am in the car at the moment, and I am driving to my parents' house for the night. There's a beach festival going on all weekend, and I'm going to take a run out and visit with them and go down and listen to some music, have a couple glasses of wine maybe, and just have a good night and stay at Mom and Dad's for a big cook dinner tomorrow with the family before I head home.